Hey folks, Stronghold Crafter Kev here. Welcome to my channel. And in this video, I'm going to do an actual video tour of my previous castle crafting. And thank you, subscribers. I broke 200. Yes! So, I'd like to also thank for my inspiration behind my castle building, which is Epic Fantasy and Metal Terrain Tutor and Mike from Terranscapes. Thank you. I also like to thank anyone who's gave me some really nice compliments, comments, whatever. Thank you very much. Now, this is kind of weird because I am doing dungeon tile and trap and accessories right now, but I'd like to also thank for the additional inspiration behind the works of DMG and also DM Scotty. With that said, also for more information on my craft, my website, strongholdcrafter.com, and I will see you in a bit. Hey folks, what you're looking at here is my first attempt at crafting a castle keep, if you will. And if you can see here, I went with a very mini scale, and if you look here, I had this little mini figure which I created out of air dry clay, and he's not very big. Anyway, I was just using some scrap styrofoam or polystyrene, if you will, and anyway, the size is irrelevant. It's very small. And all I did when I put this together was I used a crafting knife to cut the foam, and I used regular multi-purpose Elmer's glue to glue it together. And I'll just do a brief spin around here. Nothing special. As you can see, I was just playing around with the corners, and I cut out some windows, and there's a door there, and I was trying out stuff with the roof. But after playing with this and getting my feet wet, so to speak, I realized that this is nowhere near what I wanted to do, so I gave up on doing anything more with this and moved on to my next project. Alright. What you're looking at here is, and I'm just gonna pan back a little bit, is my next attempt at creating a more of a stronghold than just a simple keep, if you will. And I'll do my best to keep the camera steady. Right here you're looking at I believe a 15mm scale figure, and so I have I guess you could call this a gate tower, and I've got another tower here with some kind of protrusion, for lack of a better word. However, I did try to put this on a base. I was playing around with a heated knife to get this jagged edge, and I tried using some filler stuff to give it a rocky look, and that kind of didn't work out the way I wanted it to. And by this time I was actually cutting out all the pieces with a hot wand, so I'm getting a little bit closer to what I was striving for. But I'll take this off the stand, and I'll pan around and try to keep the camera steady as I'm talking about it. Alright, just to give you an idea of size here, I had to actually back away just to get the whole thing in here. It's a 4-tower stronghold, if you will, and as much as I accomplished with it, I still was not happy with how it turned out. So that's why it's only base coated in black, and it didn't go any further than that. Now, if you noticed here, I didn't concentrate on doing any brickwork, and but I did try to do something with the flooring, but
As you can see, it didn't turn out the way I wanted it to. I played around with some walls, and I actually tried to do a sketch layout of how I wanted to detail the inner courtyard here. And I did put some steps in a couple of the towers. And so we have our main gate tower here, and then we have two connecting walls that I might be able to show you. Nope, that was just basically supposed to be a ladder to go up to it on that side. And I'm sorry if the lighting doesn't catch everything, but you can see this tower here. It has a lower level step that goes up to the one level. Then there's let's see if I can fix that lighting just a wee bit. Anyway, there's a way to go into the tower from the wall itself on its landing there. And let's see, we have, yes, another tower in the back, and then another wall there connecting to the keep. And you can see there's the Knight 15mm scale. And I didn't like how I tried to make it more of a ruined castle stronghold, if you will, but it didn't quite work out the way I wanted it to. I wasn't happy with the Merlons and how they turned out. And here again, I also made it where I could actually remove the roofs. So I experimented with that a little bit. And let me see if I can get one of these roofs off without shaking everything. No, I better pause it. Hold on. Okay, this thing has been sitting for so long that it actually stuck. And I just, I did paint the inner part, but that's about the only detailing it did. And as you can see, there's a step layout that goes up to the wall and connects into the tower. And I did do steps that go up to the roof of this tower, and per se. And yeah, like I said, I was experimenting with some gray paint there. And I actually glued most of the parts of this together with Loctite Power Grab, and I really like how it held the foam in place. I gave it a very strong bond, so I was happy about that. And I experimented with making things modular. Now in this case, I actually glued some of the walls to some of the towers, like you can see here. I glued that together, and okay, detail. Sorry folks, the lighting is not cooperating. As you can see there's an actual staircase that goes up to the inside of that gate towers, so it has a section there for I cannot get that one off. Nope, it's not cooperating. It has a section there for like murder holes and stuff and all that, but I'm not going to go into all that stuff. So, as much as I accomplished with this piece, I still wasn't happy with it. So I did not finish it, and I just put it on the side, and we'll go on. Alright, now I am finally getting to where I was really liking my techniques I was learning. And this is a great stepping stone here in my stronghold projects. This is the gate. This is the Adventurer's Keep that I first built. And pardon the shaking if it gets a little shaky here. This is where I really went all out with combining different techniques that I learned. And because I actually, let me back up. I bought a series of hot wire tools from the Hot Wire Foam Factory, and this is what I was able to do with those tools. With the 3D scrolling table, I was able to cut really nice, clean cuts with all the walls and stuff, and I was able to cut out very nice windows per se, and I was also able to do the indents with the door here, and that was done with the Hotwire Foam Factory freehand router. And let's see, well, those arrow slits were done by the Hot Wand, but that's okay. And I also carved the bricks for the first time with the Hotwire Foam Factory Precision Engraver. Yes. Now, if we go a little bit closer here, this is the first time I experimented with balsa wood, but this is actually basswood. I made the mistake of getting basswood, and that's harder to cut than balsa wood. But anyway, I did the detailing, I did the painting, I did the brackets, and I was really happy with how that turned out. So let me step up here a little bit and recap on, I experimented with different kinds of foam. This is actually extruded foam here. Of course, this is the extended polystyrene, and I also shaped the Merlons with the freehand router. And now that should answer the big question as to what does this all mean, and basically this is where I came from starting out, and I'm not where I want to be, but this at least shows you that this was the pivotal point of where I wanted to keep going, because everything before that, I wanted to give up. And it's like, you get discouraged, and you're like thinking, oh no, what am I going to do now? So, yeah, when I got to this point, I figured nothing could stop me at this point with doing some fine terrain work. So, and I'm not going to bother to get out the Stronghold setup. That'll take too long, and I'll get really chatty, and I'm sure I've said enough. So, thanks for watching. Bye.